Shalom, this is GMS 100 Sit Downs coming back with the lesson. First off and foremost, I want to say all praises, glory to the Most High, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Kakadash, Papa honest to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. And I'm out here walking my dog, you know. Spirit hit me 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to hit the plantation, but the spirit hit me, man. Word of the day is to discern, man. Discern, you know. And I believe I never really looked up this word, but I was speaking about this yesterday with this person. That through knowledge, you will be skilled in knowing certain types of people and knowing certain types of characters. Sometimes you know a person without even have seen this person. You know, let's say somebody describes a certain person exactly, not lying, nothing, just describes this person, and you know what type of person this is, man. You know what type of person this is, you know, because you, through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, have learned to discern, man. You have learned to discern. So now you gotta understand what it means to discern, man. You know, so that's what I'm basically gonna into real quick, man. You know, we gotta go to the plantation. So it's gonna be a real quick video. I'm walking here in the streets, you know. So to discern. To discern. This is ethmonline.com. Discern. Perceive or recognize the difference or distinction between two or more things. Also distinguish an object with the eyes. See distinctly. Behold. Also perceive rationally. Understand. You know? So in this life that we're walking in, man, we're dealing with certain type of people. You know, in the Dutch they say mensenkennis, which is knowledge of people. Through experience, you get knowledge of people. And what they represent is basically that you can start reading them as a book, man. You don't have to know much to know what type of person you're dealing with, man. You know? And instead of learning that through life experience, we learn that through the scriptures, man. We learn that through the word of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. We learn to distinguish types of spirits. We learn to recognize, perceive, you know, people, characteristics, demons that might have jumped upon people. That's what you learn also, man. You know, certain things people are doing, deceiving, you know, beating around the bush, backbiting. You know, these are all kinds of things that we can look through now. Through the word of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, we learn to look past all that. Because when you were in the world, man, someone might have backbited. You know, you just said something, you know, because you want to prove a point, or you want to bring out a point, and this person starts bringing out points concerning you now, you know, because this person is hurt. Now that's backbiting. And in the world, you might not have noticed it, but fell into that trap. Because if a person starts backbiting, basically he wants to draw away the attention from himself and put it upon you now. So now you have to go into the defense mode to defend the cause. But that's not what it all started with. It started with the point that this person did, you know. So that's also what certain people can do, is to draw away the attention from themselves, because they are being they are being cut, man. They are being cut by what you are saying. So in the world, you might not have learned that. Maybe through experience of years, but how long is that gonna take, man? How long is that gonna take before you learn such a thing? Before you learn to discern spirits? Some people never learn it. But through the scriptures, through the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we do learn it, man. We do get the knowledge of it. So it says, from Old French, discerner. It doesn't say discerner in French, but I'm not feeling it, pronouncing it with the French tone. Fuck French. Distinguish between, separate. Yeah, you learn to separate certain mannerisms, man. You know, even with entities jumping upon family, man. You know your family. You're supposed to know your family. So with your family, it's easy. With your family, it's easy, man, to recognize and see. What does it say? To separate the spirit that your mother, father, grandmother has, and the spirit that just came upon them, man. You learn to perceive that this is not your grandmother, this is not your father, this is not your mother. This is a spirit that has taken over to make you messed up, to make you feel some type of way, man. You know? I've seen it myself, man. Hey, man, we had councils. We had a council with Akyam concerning certain things we have to do when the camp is done. And then the woman that I was dealing with back then, the next week would tell me that I have to come home because the baby, this and that. And I look at that, I'm like, wow. Satan jumped on it immediately, man. I was the one who brought it out, who brought out the thing that we have to do after the camp, the council, things we need to talk about. I was the one that brought it out, but then Satan wants me to mess up by jumping upon her. You see, and that's when you need to realize, distinguish and discern what the fuck is going on. You need to see that, man. You can't turn a blind eye on that thing, because by seeing that this is Satan messing around, you learn that you are being targeted. You learn that you need to stay sharp. You need to stay focused. You learn all these things, man. You get to know Satan also, man, because in order to walk circumspectly in this truth, you need to learn Satan, man. You need to know his tricks. When you know his tricks, then you know who he might jump up on too, man, and what he might try to do. Which with me, in that occasion, he tried to mess me up and be a bad example for the Akyam, man, the younger brothers. You see? So it says to separate, set apart, divide, distribute, distinguish, perceive, from this off, away, and cernere, distinguish, separate. So off separating. You off separating. You're putting certain things away, separating them. Distinguishing them. Deceive, discriminate, distinguish. You see? So discerning is having or showing discernment. Discover by the intellect, understand. Yeah, discover by the intellect, understanding, man. By the intellect understanding. What intellect understanding is there more than the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? There's no better understanding than that, man. There's no better understanding than that. So let me go to the scripture. This is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and of marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You see that? It's a discerner, man. It's a discerner of the intents of the heart, man. So when you get to know certain people, you learn to discern what type of spirit they come in, man. Even when you walk in the streets, you see this a certain countenance, You see people coming towards you. You can sense them, man. You can feel their spirit, man. This is what you learn. This is what you might receive through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Feeling what type of spirit people are in, man. Sensing certain energies, man. You know? Seeing their hearts, which is their mind. Seeing where their mind is at, man. This is what you learn, man. You know, and being in the world, being among the world, people of the world, not in the world. Yeah, we in the world, but we are not of the world. So being among them that are in the world, we constantly need to check who we are dealing with. Who we are dealing with, because the Most High also shows you certain things, man. The Most High can also show you certain things like, hey, listen, help this person. He's not gonna come down and tell you like, help this person. Or he's not gonna come down and tell you like, yo, teach this person who he is. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna put a certain spirit, a certain vibration out there, and also upon this person to show what his intents are, what this person needs. If you start seeing that this person is catching hell, is full of sorrows, and it's talking about, yeah, if we only knew who we are prior to slavery, that's the Most High putting the spirit upon him to basically force it out of you, man. Basically force it out of you. So Hebrews 4:12, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. Yeah, this word can cut people through the bone, man. For real, this word can cut people through the bone. Make them feel hella hurt, man. You know, so that's why we don't need weapons. We don't need weapons as for now, man. We don't need guns. You know, we don't need to pick up arms to fight against these devils, because this word hurts them. You know, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. We can see what you're up to, man. We can see what type of spirit you are in. We can see what your intents are, man. Let's look up the word discern here, and then the word intents, and then I'm gonna close it up. It says relating to judging, fit for judging, skilled in judging. So you become skilled in judging, man. You become a skilled judge. You know, you become a skilled judge, and that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. So through the spirit, Dan, the tribe of Dan means to judge, you know. So through the spirit, you know, we all become like Dan, man. We all become a judge because we learn to judge, man. We learn to discern certain situations and get understanding of it and know what the hell's going on, man. So people can't mess around with our minds, man. By deceiving and how you say that? By deceiving and lying, man. You see what's going on. You know what happened to the tribe of Gad? It's not gonna happen to the man of the Lord, man. You know, being trapped by smooth words. You know, being trapped by smooth words and soft tongue and shit like that, man. We see what you're doing, man. You know, that's why the apostle Tahar was also like, man, listen, this guy, Vocab Malone, he's a devil, man. He's a skillful deceiver. Lopaman. He's a skillful deceiver. So now let's look up the word intense. It's a discerner of spirits, of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. The act of thinking, considering, meditation, the thought, notion, conception, mind, understanding, will, manner, feeling, and thinking. We can see that. We learn to see the mind state of a person, what he is in, how he thinks, how he acts, how he rolls. You know, by only, you know, looking at this person. This is what you learn through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You know, and we have to work on that. We have to gain more of that, you know, and become skilled in judging, man. Which is the word discern. Becoming skilled in judging. Being skilled in judging, man. So with that, I'm going to say, Call Allah, Him, Ya Abba, Shem, Ya Shai, Shem, Kadash, Shalom to the elect.